Believe it or not, Yellowstone holds half the world's geysers. This incredible national park is renowned for its amazing geothermal features, boasting over 500 geysers that shoot steam and boiling water into the air. When you visit, it's like stepping into a natural wonderland where the earth seems to breathe and bubble. The most famous geyser, Old Faithful, erupts approximately every 90 minutes, creating an impressive display that has captivated visitors for generations. But it's not just about Old Faithful. There are many other spectacular geysers to discover, each with its own unique behavior. The park's geothermal activity is fueled by a supervolcano sitting beneath the surface, making Yellowstone a living laboratory for studying the Earth's geology. With vibrant hot springs and colorful mineral deposits around every corner, Yellowstone offers a breathtaking glimpse into the dynamic forces shaping our planet. Are you ready to witness nature's spectacular show? Turns out the truth is that Carl Pantram was defiant. When Pantram received his death sentence, he didn't take it lying down. Instead, he issued a chilling threat. He would kill anyone who dared to intervene on his behalf. This bold declaration reflected his refusal to be submissive, even in the face of such a grave outcome. Pantram's attitude captivated public attention and sparked discussions about the psychological state of individuals facing such extreme penalties. Many wondered how someone could maintain such defiance while confronting the end of their own life. His actions revealed a complex interplay of fear, anger, and perhaps even a desire for control in a situation where he had so little. As the world watched, the question lingered: what drives a person to such extremes when everything is at stake? Carl Pantram's story serves as a harrowing reminder of the depths of human emotion and the choices made in dire circumstances. Believe it or not, 3 countries meet here. The Tres Fronteras, or Triple Frontier, is a remarkable site where Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay converge, marked by the stunning confluence of the Iguazu and Paraná rivers. This extraordinary geographical location boasts breathtaking vistas, bringing together lush greenery, majestic waterfalls, and a vibrant ecosystem filled with colorful fish and chirping birds. However, the area's captivating beauty belies its darker side, as it is known for elevated levels of criminal activity. The closeness of these 3 nations generates a rich tapestry of cultures and economies, yet it also gives rise to challenges such as smuggling and organized crime. Tourists flock to this remarkable region not only for the iconic Iguazu Falls, but also for thrilling adventures in the nearby jungles. While the landscape invites exploration and joy, it's crucial to stay informed about local safety issues. The Tres Fronteras stands as a compelling testament to how nature and human endeavors intertwine, showcasing both the wonders and complexities of our world. Isn't it fascinating how something so visually stunning can be home to such significant challenges? Guess what really drives syphilis's many names? This sexually transmitted infection, which has plagued humanity for centuries, has earned a collection of fascinating monikers around the world. In Italy, it was known as the French disease, while the French called it the Italian disease. Similarly, the Dutch referred to it as the Spanish disease, while the Russians labeled it the Polish disease. Interestingly, the Turks dubbed it the Christian disease. This naming phenomenon is rooted in the historical stigma and blame often associated with diseases, especially during times when international travelers and soldiers spread infections across borders. Each name reflects not only a geographic identity, but also cultural attitudes and fears at the time. As we study these names, we can glimpse the history of human interaction, conflict, and intrigue surrounding diseases. Understanding this colorful vocabulary can shed light on how societies perceived each other and the impact of syphilis on social dynamics. Why do you think names carry so much weight in how we view diseases? Can you imagine that beluga whales visit Canada? Each summer, the waters of Churchill, Manitoba turn into a wildlife spectacle as thousands of beluga whales arrive to explore the Churchill River and Hudson Bay. These charming creatures, famous for their bright white skin and playful vocalizations, gather in large groups, creating a lively atmosphere for anyone lucky enough to be nearby. As the ice melts, these whales migrate north, seeking cooler waters that are teeming with the food they love, like fish and crustaceans. The annual migration isn't just a sight to behold. It's a unique opportunity for scientists and nature enthusiasts to study these incredible animals in their natural habitat. For visitors, this vibrant migration offers unforgettable boat tours and opportunities to listen to their magical songs. So, if you ever find yourself in Churchill, don't miss the chance to witness the beauty of belugas swimming and socializing in their summer home. Believe it or not, Kumbh Mela is astonishingly massive. This incredible festival is the world's largest religious gathering, where every 12 years millions flock to India to immerse themselves in spirituality and community by the Ganges River. The Kumbh Mela is much more than a visual feast. It symbolizes the belief that bathing in these sacred waters erases sins and leads to spiritual liberation. Imagine the cities of Allahabad, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nashik bursting with life as they prepare for the arrival of up to 120 million visitors within a few weeks. The air crackles with excitement as attendees chant, sing, and perform rituals, weaving together a breathtaking tapestry of faith and festivity. Interestingly, this awe-inspiring event is so extensive that it can even be viewed from space. Its origins can be traced back to an ancient Hindu legend about a cosmic struggle between gods and demons over a pot of ambrosia. The Kumbh Mela highlights India's rich spiritual heritage while illustrating the unifying power of faith, as people from diverse backgrounds come together in a shared pursuit of purification and enlightenment. Prepare to be amazed by plumbing's surprising history. The word plumbing comes from the Latin word plumbum, which means lead. The Romans were incredible builders and engineers, and they used lead pipes to transport water throughout their cities. This innovation allowed them to create extensive aqueducts and systems that improved public health and sanitation. Interestingly, the chemical symbol for lead is Pb, a direct nod to its Latin roots. While lead pipes were great for their time, we now know they pose health risks, particularly to young children. Nowadays, modern plumbing uses safer materials like copper and PVC to ensure clean water flows to our homes without the dangers linked to lead. Isn't it fascinating how a single word can connect us to ancient Roman engineering and reveal the evolution of what we depend on every day? Guess what really drives werewolf legends? In 1589, a man named Peter Stump shook Europe to its core by claiming he made a pact with the devil, granting him the terrifying ability to transform into a werewolf. He confessed to ghastly crimes, including cannibalism, leaving townspeople horrified and fueling the werewolf hysteria sweeping across Europe at the time. As stories of Stump spread, they blurred the lines between myth and reality, causing fear and fascination. The sheer idea that someone could switch from man to beast captured imaginations and fed into the existing folklore about monsters hiding in the shadows. His gruesome tales not only led to his execution, but also permeated popular culture, shaping the way we think about werewolves even today. So why do we still find ourselves drawn to these eerie legends? Perhaps it's the thrilling blend of horror and history that keeps us intrigued. Guess what really drives Amar Bharati's faith? Since 1973, Amar Bharati has kept his right arm raised in devotion to the Hindu god Shiva, a practice that has made his arm completely immobilized. This incredible act isn't just about physical endurance. It's a profound statement of his commitment to spirituality and renunciation of material life. People often visit him to understand the depth of his faith and the symbolism behind his gesture. By choosing to hold his arm aloft for decades, Amar has become a living testament to the power of devotion and belief. His unwavering stance draws admiration and curiosity from many around the world, sparking conversations about faith, sacrifice, and what it means to dedicate one's life to a higher purpose. His story raises questions about the lengths to which individuals will go to express their beliefs. What does this act say about the human spirit? Most people don't know this, but ducks stay dry. Ducks have a special waterproof oil that they spread from a gland located near their tails. This oil covers their feathers, creating a protective barrier against water. Even when swimming for long periods, ducks remain buoyant and dry, thanks to this remarkable adaptation. Underneath the oil, they possess soft down feathers that trap air and provide excellent insulation, keeping them warm during chilly weather. However, the mating habits of male ducks can get pretty intense. They often show aggressive behavior during this time. To cope with this, female ducks have evolved corkscrew-shaped reproductive tracts that give them more control over fertilization. This incredible adaptation not only helps ensure the survival of the species, but also allows females to select the best genetic partners. Isn't it fascinating how nature evolves to solve challenges? What if I told you robots can escape too? In 2020, a quirky event unfolded at a hotel in the UK when a Roomba-style robot vacuum made a break for freedom. This little bot was designed to clean the floors, but it had other plans. As it whirred around the hotel, it somehow found its way to the parking lot, causing a stir among guests and staff alike. This humorous scenario highlights not just the capabilities of modern technology, but also the amusing idea of machines wanting their own freedom. While it may have been an unexpected glitch, it sparked a conversation about how we interact with technology and what it means to be free. Could we be heading toward a future where our gadgets have personalities of their own? The little vacuum's escape reminds us that technology, while incredibly useful, can also add a touch of humor and surprise to our daily lives. Guess what really drives Muay Thai's unique power and grace? Muay Thai, known as the Art of Eight Limbs, is a striking martial art that originates from Thailand and captivates everyone who sees it. This dynamic sport utilizes 8 points of contact, fists, elbows, knees, and shins, that allow practitioners to execute both powerful strikes and fluid movements. It's like a beautiful, intense dance where every move matters. What truly sets Muay Thai apart is its emphasis not just on physical prowess, but also on mental discipline and respect. Fighters train rigorously, often embracing a philosophy that deepens their connection between body and mind. As they improve their skills, they also foster resilience and self-confidence, pushing through challenges both in the ring and in life. Beyond being a competitive sport, many people turn to Muay Thai for fitness and self-defense, finding empowerment in each punch and kick. So whether you're watching a match from the sidelines or contemplating joining a class, remember that Muay Thai is more than just a fight. It's a transformative journey that shapes both body and spirit. Let's uncover the truth about depression and neurotransmitters. Depression affects millions of people worldwide, and it's often linked to imbalances in neurotransmitters like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. These chemicals play crucial roles in regulating mood and emotional well-being. When they're out of balance, it can lead to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of interest in everyday activities. Many treatments for depression focus on restoring these neurotransmitter levels, particularly serotonin, considered one of the key players in mood regulation. Medications like selective serotonin, reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, are commonly prescribed to enhance serotonin availability in the brain, helping to lift mood and improve overall emotional health. Additionally, lifestyle changes, such as exercise and a balanced diet, can also positively impact neurotransmitter levels. Understanding these connections is vital as it opens the door to more effective treatments and encourages a holistic approach to mental health. Have you considered the science behind your feelings? Discover the surprising truth about Monica in Hawaii. Monica isn't just a majestic mountain you can see from afar. It's a geological wonder that reaches deep below the surface of the ocean. This unique structure stretches significantly beneath sea level, which adds to its impressive overall height. In fact, when measured from its underwater base to the peak above the clouds, Monica rivals many of the tallest mountains on Earth. Formed by volcanic activity, its fascinating rise above and below the sea showcases the dynamic nature of our planet. As you gaze up at its towering summit, remember that you're looking at one of nature's hidden giants. The mountain contributes to Hawaii's diverse ecosystems, offering habitats for many plants and animals found nowhere else. So the next time you're enjoying Hawaii's stunning landscapes, consider the incredible depth that lies underneath Monica. This discovery will blow your mind. A 5,000-year-old wolf. In 2002, researchers stumbled upon the remains of an astonishingly old wolf near Ljubljana, Slovenia. This remarkable find revealed that the wolf lived over 5,000 years ago, making it one of the oldest known wolves ever discovered. Imagine the world at that time, bustling with prehistoric wildlife and ancient human societies. The skeleton offers scientists a unique glimpse into the past, shedding light on the evolution and behaviors of wolves. Studying this ancient creature helps researchers understand how wolves adapted to their environment and interacted with humans throughout history. The discovery not only reshapes our understanding of wolf lineage, but also emphasizes the rich tapestry of life that existed long before our modern world. What other secrets might the past still hold for us to uncover? Let's uncover the truth about giant waves. Recently, a gigantic wave unexpectedly swept through a beach, catching many visitors completely off guard. Just moments before, the sea appeared calm and serene, lulling beachgoers into a false sense of security. Suddenly, this massive wave surged forward with incredible power, sweeping dozens of people off their feet and dragging them into the turbulent water. Such events can happen due to a variety of reasons, including strong underwater earthquakes or shifts in ocean currents, which create waves that can be far more dangerous than they seem. These surprise waves, often called rogue waves, can rise up suddenly and strike the shore with devastating force, leaving little time to react. It's essential for beachgoers to stay aware of their surroundings and heed any warnings from lifeguards or local authorities. Understanding the ocean's unpredictable nature can help keep everyone safe when enjoying the beach. So next time you're on the shore, remember, the calm before the storm can be deceiving. What sparked Congress's decision in the first Gulf War? The testimony of a young Kuwaiti nurse played a crucial role in shaping public opinion and influencing Congress. This nurse, named Naira, claimed she witnessed horrific atrocities committed by Iraqi soldiers against Kuwaiti infants in a hospital. Her emotional accounts depicted shocking scenes, including soldiers removing babies from incubators, which stirred outrage and sympathy among the American public. Her testimony was presented during a public hearing organized by the Congressional Human Rights Caucus in 1990, and it quickly made headlines, creating a powerful narrative of the conflict. This dramatic story fueled calls for intervention and helped Congress decide to authorize military action against Iraq. However, later investigations revealed that her claims were exaggerated or fabricated, raising ethical questions about the impact of such testimonies on political decisions. This case showcases how powerful narratives can sway government actions and public sentiment, even when the truth is more complex than it appears. Why do stories like this influence history so much? This might surprise you. The gorita plant's unique structure. Unlike most plants, the gorita does not have a base, making it quite remarkable in the plant world. This unusual trait affects how the gorita grows and interacts with its environment. Without a solid base, it often relies on specialized adaptations to anchor itself and obtain nutrients. This unique structure can lead to different growth patterns, allowing it to thrive in various habitats where other plants might struggle. For example, the gorita's flexibility may help it adapt to windy or challenging conditions, bending rather than breaking. As it interacts with the surrounding ecosystem, the gorita may also form mutually beneficial relationships with nearby organisms, influencing nutrient cycles in its habitat. This adaptation showcases nature's creativity, illustrating how life evolves in response to challenges. So the next time you see a plant, consider how its structure might shape its life. How do you think plants adapt to survive in their environments? Why exactly does it matter where you die? In Britain, there's a rather unusual law stating that it's illegal to die in Parliament. This peculiar regulation isn't about the building being some kind of magic place. Rather, it stems from the complex legal implications that would arise if a person were to pass away there. Imagine the chaos of needing to declare someone legally dead in such a prominent institution. The issue is that, should a death occur, it would trigger a series of bureaucratic processes that might disrupt the important work being done inside Parliament. Legally speaking, the government would have to deal with inquiries and potentially investigate the circumstances, which isn't exactly ideal for running the country. This law highlights the sometimes strange intersections between life and the law, showing how even death has its own set of rules, particularly in prestigious locations. Did you know that Robin Williams improvised in Good Will Hunting? This iconic film, released in 1997, featured an unforgettable performance by Williams as Dr. Sean Maguire. His ability to improvise brought an added layer of authenticity and emotion to the character. For instance, during pivotal scenes, he spontaneously introduced lines that were not in the script, including heartfelt anecdotes that resonated with viewers. This creative approach not only enriched the dialogue, but helped establish a powerful connection between his character and Matt Damon's Will Hunting. The seamless blend of scripted and improvised moments made their interactions feel genuine and relatable. Williams's improvisation showcased his incredible talent, illustrating why he is remembered as one of the greatest actors of his time. This blend of talent and spontaneity truly made Good Will Hunting a classic that continues to inspire audiences today. Did you know Jupiter dances around a hidden center? Jupiter is a giant planet, the largest in our solar system, and its immense size changes the way it interacts with the Sun. Instead of simply orbiting the Sun like Earth does, both the Sun and Jupiter move around a point called the center of gravity. This center of gravity, known as the barycenter, isn't located at the center of the Sun, but is actually just above its surface. This means that while we picture our Sun sitting still at the heart of the solar system, it's actually engaged in a cosmic dance with Jupiter. The gravitational pull of Jupiter is so strong that it significantly influences not only the Sun's movement, but also the orbits of other celestial bodies nearby. This fascinating fact highlights the complexity of our solar system and challenges our understanding of how these massive objects interact in space. So, next time you look up at the night sky, remember that Jupiter's sheer size does more than just make it beautiful. It changes the way we think about celestial orbits. You won't believe this about the Sky Cruise. This incredible prototype aircraft is set to revolutionize how we travel through the skies. Imagine stepping onto a glass capsule that offers breathtaking 360-degree panoramic views of the world below. Designed to accommodate up to 5,000 passengers, the Sky Cruise isn't just an aircraft. It's a floating city in the clouds. Inside, you'll find rotating seats that enhance your experience, allowing everyone to enjoy stunning scenery from every angle. But that's not all. This futuristic vehicle boasts luxurious amenities like restaurants serving gourmet meals, shimmering pools for relaxation, and even theaters for entertainment. And if you fancy a little shopping, there's a mall right on board. The Sky Cruise redefines air travel, blending comfort with an unforgettable experience. Are you ready to soar above the clouds in style? Discover the surprising truth about hypnic myoclonus. This fascinating phenomenon causes a sudden jolt or spasm as you drift off to dreamland, and it's more common than you might think. Hypnic myoclonus affects around 70% of people worldwide, making it a shared experience during those nightly transitions. Imagine lying in bed, just about to fall asleep, when a jolt suddenly wakes you up. This startling reaction can be linked to various factors, including stress, fatigue, and caffeine intake. It's thought that during the early stages of sleep, your brain may misinterpret relaxation signals as a sign of falling, triggering those involuntary muscle contractions. Though it might feel alarming, hypnic myoclonus is generally harmless and not considered a sleep disorder. Understanding why it happens can help many people feel more at ease during those peaceful moments just before sleep. Here's something incredible about blue whales. These magnificent creatures are not just the largest animals on Earth. Growing up to an astonishing 100 feet long and weighing over 200 tons, but they are also among the loudest. With calls reaching 188 decibels, their sounds can travel more than 1,000 miles underwater, making it easier for them to communicate with each other across vast distances. Blue whales primarily feast on tiny krill, and during feeding season, they can devour up to 4 tons of these little shrimp-like creatures each day. Despite their impressive size and incredible adaptations, blue whales remain endangered, primarily due to past whaling practices that nearly drove them to extinction. Thankfully, international protections have been put in place, allowing their populations to gradually bounce back. Recognizing the importance of these giants helps us understand the need for conservation efforts to ensure their survival for future generations. Guess what really drives the pizza industry? The U.S. pizza industry boasts an impressive worth of over $46 billion, making it one of the most lucrative sectors in the food business. It employs more than 800,000 people across the nation, from skilled chefs crafting those delicious pies to dedicated delivery drivers, ensuring they arrive hot at your doorstep. Pizza has a rich history that traces back to Naples, Italy, where the classic margherita pizza was born. Today, your options are nearly endless, showcasing traditional toppings like pepperoni and mushrooms alongside modern twists, featuring everything from barbecue chicken to vegan cheese. Each region of the U.S. has also developed its own distinct styles. Think New York's famous thin crust or Chicago's iconic deep dish. With pizza's popularity soaring, creative culinary minds are constantly experimenting with new recipes and unique combinations, ensuring the industry remains vibrant and fresh. So as you savor your next slice, consider the vast community surrounding this beloved dish and the ongoing innovations that keep appetites whetted. What's your favorite pizza topping? Is it really true that our feet have 52 bones? Surprisingly, yes. The adult human body is made up of 206 bones, and a whopping 52 of those are tucked away in our feet. This fascinating fact highlights just how complex our feet are, as they not only provide support but also control our movements while walking, running, or jumping. The bones in our feet include the tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges, which work together to create a flexible and durable structure. Each foot has 7 tarsal bones, 5 metatarsals, and 14 phalanges. It's an engineering marvel. The structure of our feet also helps absorb shock and distribute weight evenly, which is crucial for maintaining balance and preventing injuries. So next time you take a step, remember that there are a lot of tiny bones at work, allowing you to move with grace and stability. Isn't it amazing how much our feet do for us? Did you know Sudan faces soaring unemployment rates? By 2025, Sudan is projected to experience staggering unemployment levels, with an estimated 62% of its labor force finding themselves without jobs. This forecast is alarming because it positions Sudan at the top of global unemployment rankings. A combination of economic challenges, political instability, and social issues has contributed to this troubling trend. The nation has been grappling with prolonged conflicts, resource mismanagement, and inflation, all of which undermine business growth and job creation. As companies struggle to stay afloat, the youth, who represent a significant portion of the workforce, face bleak prospects. This high rate of unemployment not only affects individual lives, but can also lead to broader social unrest and hinder economic development. As the situation unfolds, it's crucial for policymakers and international organizations to address these challenges to help create jobs, stimulate the economy, and foster stability in the region. What can be done to help this situation improve? Did you know Nickelodeon almost axed a holiday classic? The beloved Christmas episode of Hey Arnold faced cancellation because executives thought kids wouldn't be interested in its storyline, highlighting the Vietnam War. This could have been a big loss for fans. However, one executive had a change of heart after her 9-year-old son watched a rough cut. His innocent question, "Mom, is that what Vietnam was all about?" made her realize that the themes of history and empathy could resonate with younger audiences. This moment not only saved the episode, but also highlighted the importance of storytelling in understanding complex subjects, even for kids. The episode went on to air in 2002, celebrating the spirit of the holidays while also addressing real-life issues. So thanks to one curious kid, a valuable lesson from history found its way into a festive tradition. Did you know that music can change how we feel time? Research shows that music influences brain regions tied to timing and emotional processing. When you listen to upbeat tunes, you might find yourself losing track of time, feeling more energized and engaged with the moment. On the flip side, slower or sad music often makes us more aware of time's passage, reflecting our mood and emotions. This fascinating link is not just a curiosity, it's a powerful tool in therapy. For example, music therapy has become an essential part of treatment for patients with neurological disorders, like Parkinson's disease. Therapists use rhythm and melody to help improve motor skills and emotional well-being in these patients. So next time you put on your favorite playlist, remember that those beats and melodies are doing more than just entertaining you. They're actively shaping your brain's experience. Here's something incredible about a hidden inhabitant. In 2008, a Japanese man made a shocking discovery. Food was mysteriously vanishing from his kitchen. Curious and a bit concerned, he decided to set up a webcam to uncover the culprit. To his astonishment, the footage revealed that a homeless woman had been secretly living in his closet for an entire year. This unusual living arrangement raised many questions about her situation and how she managed to stay hidden. It turns out she would stealthily come out at night, taking food and using the space while he was asleep. This remarkable story highlights not only the lengths people can go to survive, but also the unexpected ways lives can intersect. What could have been a frightening encounter turned into a lesson on empathy, resilience, and the sometimes overlooked struggles of those without a home. Could you imagine discovering such a secret in your own home? Here's what actually happens when lives intertwine. In a remarkable turn of events, a woman named Penny saved a boy's life by performing CPR after he was accidentally struck by a baseball bat during a game. Penny stayed calm in a panic-fueled moment, successfully reviving the boy until help arrived. Fast forward years later, that same boy, now a young man, was at a restaurant when he noticed Penny choking on her food. Remembering her earlier act of bravery, he sprang into action and performed the Heimlich maneuver, dislodging the food and saving her life. This incredible story highlights not just the power of quick thinking in emergencies, but also how acts of kindness can create a beautiful circle of life. It reminds us that the relationships we build and the lives we touch can come back to help us when we need it the most. Isn't it amazing how fate can work like that? Hard to believe, but this car has no gearbox. The Koenigsegg Regera is shaking up the automotive world with its groundbreaking Koenigsegg direct drive system. Unlike traditional vehicles that rely on complex gearboxes for power transfer, this innovative design eliminates that component entirely. As a result, drivers experience quicker and smoother acceleration, making every ride feel like a thrill ride. The Regera's aerodynamic structure also plays a crucial role, reducing drag and improving overall performance. This means it not only zooms ahead of other cars in speed, but does so while using more of its power efficiently. Imagine hitting the road with a machine that feels almost like it's gliding, rather than shifting through gears. It's a game changer for car enthusiasts and tech lovers alike. Are you ready to see how this car redefines speed? Have you ever wondered why some animals pause pregnancy? In fascinating cases like the red kangaroo and roe deer, nature has equipped them with a special survival tool called embryonic diapause. This amazing ability allows these mammals to pause the development of their embryos when conditions aren't ideal, such as during droughts or food shortages. For instance, a female red kangaroo can delay her embryo's growth for several months, waiting for the right moment when the environment improves. This means she can conserve energy and resources until she can successfully raise her young. By doing so, these animals increase the chances of survival for their offspring, ensuring that when conditions finally become favorable, they can give birth to healthy, thriving babies. Isn't it incredible how evolution empowers these mammals to adapt to their surroundings? Did you know the sea shapes island life? The sea is more than just a vast expanse of water. It acts as a vital source of life, especially for island regions. These areas often depend on the ocean for food, transportation, and even cultural traditions. Many island communities rely on fishing as a primary source of sustenance, showcasing a deep connection to marine life. From the vibrant coral reefs teeming with fish to the nurturing mangroves that protect coastlines, the sea offers crucial habitats that sustain biodiversity. Additionally, the cultural identity of islanders often intertwines with their maritime surroundings, influencing local art, music, and folklore. Festivals celebrating the sea's bounty highlight this special bond, revealing how essential the ocean is to their way of life. As climate change and pollution threaten these ecosystems, it becomes increasingly important to recognize and protect the sea's role in preserving both ecological balance and cultural heritage. How can we ensure that future generations continue to thrive in harmony with the ocean? What if I told you peaches can recognize themselves? Recent studies have shown that these juicy fruits actually possess a form of self-awareness by passing the mirror test. This fascinating experiment checks if an animal, or in this case, a peach, can identify itself in a reflection rather than mistaking it for another object. While we usually associate this kind of intelligence with elephants and certain primates, peaches surprisingly show similar characteristics. When they were assessed, they demonstrated an ability to recognize their own reflection, which suggests that self-awareness may not be limited to the animal kingdom alone. This discovery could change how we view plant intelligence and provoke questions about the cognitive abilities of other fruits. Who knew that something as delightful as a peach could surprise us in such an extraordinary way? Did you know nylon stockings changed fashion forever? In 1935, DuPont created nylon, a new material that dramatically transformed women's hosiery. Originally developed from the same materials found in fishing lines and parachutes, nylon stockings quickly became the must-have fashion accessory of the 1940s. By 1940, they were flying off the shelves, captivating women with their soft texture and sheer design. However, when World War II began, production shifted to support the military, turning these stylish stockings into a rare commodity. Many women resorted to using makeup to create the illusion of wearing them. After the war, consumers eagerly embraced nylon stockings again, cementing their status in fashion history. This innovative fabric not only made a mark in everyday clothing, but also paved the way for countless textiles we use today. Isn't it fascinating how one invention can reshape an entire industry? Did you know that France has a magical disappearing road? The Passage de Gaulle is a fascinating connection between the island of Noirmoutier and the mainland. What makes this road truly remarkable is its incredible ability to vanish underwater. Twice a day as the tides rise, this road becomes completely submerged, transforming from a bustling thoroughfare into a serene underwater passage. For several hours, vehicles and pedestrians alike are left stranded, watching as the water swallows the path. This natural phenomenon draws both locals and tourists who are eager to witness the mesmerizing tidal dance. As the tide recedes, the Passage de Gaulle reemerges, allowing adventures to resume. This unique interplay of land and sea highlights the ever-changing relationship between nature and human infrastructure. So next time you find yourself near Noirmoutier, be sure to time your visit right. Would you be brave enough to cross the road just before it disappears? What if King Kong took over the Empire State Building? This iconic tower recently became a stage like no other. A special exhibit transformed the building by replacing its windows with high-definition monitors, showcasing stunning views of New York City. Visitors experienced breathtaking scenes of the city as if they were part of King Kong's world. To make it even more spectacular, massive fake hands of the colossal ape seemed to emerge from the top of the tower, creating a jaw-dropping illusion. This clever setup allowed onlookers to engage with the classic movie character in an entirely new way, blending reality and fiction in one of the most recognizable landmarks. Imagine standing on the street, gazing up at the Empire State Building, and witnessing the thrilling spectacle of King Kong seemingly reaching out towards you. This imaginative exhibit not only celebrated the legendary film, but also brought a sense of excitement and wonder to everyone, reminding us all of the magic that movies can create. So can you envision what it felt like to be part of such a surreal experience? Prepare to be amazed by the full circle of rainbows. Most people picture rainbows as beautiful arcs in the sky, but did you know they actually form full circles? This magical phenomenon occurs when sunlight bends, reflects, and disperses through water droplets in the air. From the ground, we see only the upper half of the circle, but if you climb to a high point, like a tall building or a mountain, you might catch a glimpse of the entire circle. Additionally, there are secondary rainbows that appear outside the primary arc. These fainter rainbows happen when sunlight reflects twice inside the water droplets, causing a stunning yet reversed color sequence from red to violet. So next time you spot a rainbow, remember there's so much more to discover beyond the curve. Let's uncover the truth about the Hamza River. Deep beneath the Amazon River, approximately 2.5 miles underground, flows this astonishing hidden river. The Hamza River is not only massive, but also wider and saltier than its famous surface counterpart, the Amazon. Discovered through advanced geological surveys, this underground waterway challenges our preconceptions about South America's hydrological systems. It moves at an incredibly slow pace, making it invisible from the surface. Yet it plays a vital role in the region's geology and ecosystem. This remarkable finding reminds us that even in the most studied places on Earth, like the Amazon basin, there are untold secrets waiting to be uncovered. As we explore the world beneath our feet, what other mysteries might we find lurking in the depths? Did you know that panthers are often black? The term panther typically refers to big cats exhibiting a fascinating condition known as melanism. This occurs when these animals have an excess of dark pigmentation in their fur, resulting in a striking black appearance. Two well-known examples are the black leopard and the black jaguar. Despite their dark coats, these animals still possess a unique set of rosettes or spots, which can often be seen in bright light, adding to their mysterious allure. These sleek creatures haunt forests, mountains, and jungles from Africa to South America, demonstrating incredible adaptability. Black leopards use their color to their advantage while hunting at night, making them stealthy predators. People often associate them with power and elegance, leading to their portrayal in various cultures as symbols of strength. So next time you hear panther, remember there's more than meets the eye. Surprising origins of the abbreviation EGE. You might see it often in writing, but do you know the roots of the abbreviation EG? It stands for the Latin phrase exempli gratia, which means, for example. This handy little abbreviation helps to clarify or illustrate points in a straightforward way. Imagine reading a research paper or a blog post, and the author wants to give you clear instances without writing out long lists. That's where EG comes in. By using this abbreviation, writers can efficiently present examples, making their arguments or messages more relatable and understandable. This practice isn't just modern, it has its origins in ancient Latin, showcasing how language evolves and adopts elements from the past. Next time you see EG in a text, you'll have a fun tidbit to share about how it connects us to the rich history of language. Have you ever wondered just how many abbreviations like this are hiding in plain sight? Guess what makes Uranus so bizarre and fascinating? This giant planet is truly one of a kind because it rotates on its side, tilting at almost a 90-degree angle. Most planets spin upright, but Uranus's unusual orientation hints at a dramatic past. Scientists believe that this sideways rotation might be the result of a colossal collision with an object about the size of Earth, which occurred billions of years ago. As a result, Uranus experiences extreme seasonal changes, with each pole getting around 42 years of continuous sunlight or darkness. This unique rotation also affects its atmosphere, leading to unusual weather patterns, including the fastest winds in the solar system. So what does this mean for our understanding of planetary formation and evolution? Studying Uranus helps us uncover the mysteries of not only this distant world, but also the cosmic history of our entire solar system. Let's uncover the truth about San Marino's big win. After 2 long decades without tasting victory in official matches, the San Marino national football team made headlines by defeating Liechtenstein. This match, which took place recently, marked a remarkable turnaround for a team often seen as an underdog in international football. San Marino, one of the smallest countries in the world, faced numerous challenges over the years, including tough competitions against higher-ranked teams. But their determination and teamwork finally shone through in this thrilling match, showcasing the spirit of resilience and hope. Fans erupted in joy as the players celebrated their unexpected triumph, and many players expressed how much this victory meant to them personally and to the nation's pride. Could this be the start of a new chapter for San Marino in international football? Is it really true that agriculture fuels climate change? While we often blame cars and factories, the reality is that agriculture plays a huge role too. For example, cows are notorious for producing methane, a greenhouse gas that is actually 25 times more powerful than carbon dioxide in trapping heat in our atmosphere. This means that our favorite burgers and dairy products contribute significantly to global warming, Additionally, deforestation accelerates climate change by eliminating trees that naturally absorb carbon dioxide. When forests are cut down, not only do we lose vital carbon sinks, but the act of cutting trees can release even more greenhouse gases. Tackling climate change effectively means we need to look beyond just the transportation industry. It requires action across various sectors, including agriculture and waste management, to truly make a difference in curbing this pressing issue. Is it really true that rocks can float in Thailand? In a hidden temple in Thailand, there exists a fascinating geological wonder known as Hinsam Wan, or whale rock. This enormous boulder, which weighs thousands of tons, appears to float mysteriously in midair. You might think it sounds like magic, but it's all about a tiny point of contact with the ground. This rock's unusual balance defies our usual understanding of physics, as engineers would expect such a massive object to collapse under its own weight. The secret lies in the unique shape of the rock and the careful placement that allows it to remain stable. Locals and visitors alike are captivated by Hinsam Wan, marveling at its beauty and the mystery surrounding its existence. This incredible sight prompts many questions about the natural forces at play and inspires awe in those who witness it. So next time you think about floating rocks, remember Hinsam Wan in Thailand, where nature showcases its own wonders. Why exactly does Spain use the wrong time zone? This curious situation dates back to 1940, when Spanish dictator Francisco Franco made a controversial decision to align the country's time zone with Nazi Germany. Before this switch, Spain was on Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, which better matched the country's natural daylight. However, Franco shifted the clocks forward an hour, adopting Central European Time, CET, to synchronize with Germany, a decision that has surprisingly never been undone. As a result, many Spaniards find themselves with late sunrises and even later sunsets, often dining as the clock strikes 10 at night. This time difference also leads to a peculiar lifestyle. For instance, traditional meal times are quite late compared to other countries. Some studies suggest that this misalignment impacts daily routines and even health. Interestingly, discussions have occurred over the years about possibly reverting to the original time, but no significant changes have taken place yet. Why does such a simple fix remain unresolved? Unbelievable innovation for gamers with disabilities. The quad stick is an incredible device designed for individuals with limited hand mobility, enabling them to enjoy video games using just their mouths. Imagine a gaming world where everyone can join in on the fun, regardless of physical challenges. The quad stick features a simple yet effective design that includes a joystick controlled by the user's mouth, along with buttons activated by sipping or puffing air. This unique setup allows players to navigate games, aim, and execute commands, leveling the playing field. Developed with input from gamers themselves, it's all about creating an accessible experience in a genre that can sometimes feel exclusive. The quad stick has opened up new possibilities for many, giving them independence and the thrill of gaming. It's not just about play, it's about connection, competition, and community. So whether you're a casual player or a hardcore gamer, how exciting is it that technology like this makes it possible for everyone to experience the joy of gaming? Turns out, the truth is that goths endure heat. A key aspect of goth culture is a unique approach to fashion, heavily centered around dark, dramatic clothing. Despite sweltering summer temperatures, many goths stick to their signature black attire, often made from heavy fabrics. This dedication highlights their commitment to a particular aesthetic that embraces individuality and self-expression. For many in the community, the emphasis on style is more than just clothing. It's a form of art and identity. While this can lead to discomfort on hot days, the experience of wearing Gothic ensembles is often seen as a way to stand out and make a statement. It's fascinating how a passion for style can push people to brave the heat just to feel authentic and true to themselves. So next time you see someone in heavy black clothing during summer, remember the stories of creativity and identity that often lie behind their bold fashion choices. Prepare to be amazed by wild water buffalo. This remarkable animal, also known as the wild Asiatic buffalo, boasts the longest horns of any living bovid, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. These impressive horns aren't just for show, they play crucial roles in the buffalo's life. During fights for dominance or mating rights, males use their massive horns to battle rivals. The wild water buffalo is native to the floodplains and forests of Asia, where it has adapted to thrive in challenging environments. Unlike domestic cattle, which are often bred for specific traits, the wild water buffalo remains a symbol of strength and resilience in the wild. Sadly, these magnificent creatures are endangered due to habitat loss and poaching, making conservation efforts vital. Protecting their habitats ensures that future generations can admire these stunning animals and their incredible horns. Isn't nature fascinating? Most people don't know this, but London stone fascinates us. This mysterious object, nestled in a niche on Cannon Street, has captured the imagination of historians and tourists alike for over 1,000 years. Although its exact purpose remains unclear, the stone is thought to be a relic of ancient London with deep historical roots. Some believe it was a boundary marker used by the Romans, while others think it could have been a site for public announcements or even a symbol of royal authority. The stone has seen countless events unfold around it and has been moved multiple times throughout its long history. Today, it stands as a testament to London's rich past, hidden in plain sight. Despite its age and significance, many passers-by may not even notice this piece of history. Why does London stone continue to spark curiosity? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, or the stories it holds from centuries gone by. Whether you're a local or just visiting, taking a moment to ponder its origins adds a little magic to your stroll through the bustling city. Prepare to be amazed by the mystery of fire. Have you ever noticed that fire doesn't cast a typical shadow? This happens because fire itself is a source of light. Shadows are created when something blocks light, like when you stand in the sun and block sunlight with your body. However, flames work differently. They glow brightly and illuminate everything around them. Instead of shadows, fire produces flickering patterns of light and dark, showcasing its dynamic nature. This movement creates beautiful visual displays, which is why we find campfires and candles so captivating. The dance of firelight adds an enchanting quality to our surroundings, making it a favorite for gatherings and celebrations. Next time you sit by a fire, take a moment to appreciate how this incredible source of warmth and light creates a unique atmosphere, without casting shadows. Incredible ancient shoes reveal early human creativity. A fascinating discovery in a cave in Armenia has unveiled shoes made from plant fibers, dating back over 5,500 years. These remarkable artifacts provide a glimpse into the ingenuity and resourcefulness of our prehistoric ancestors. Imagine people walking the rugged terrain of ancient Armenia, crafting footwear not just for style, but for comfort and protection against the elements. The use of natural materials like plants shows how early humans were closely connected to their environment, making the most of what was available to them. These shoes highlight that even in prehistoric times, people were thinking ahead, showing creativity that parallels modern craftsmanship. Such discoveries help us understand not just the technology of the time, but also the daily lives and challenges faced by those early communities. What else might we learn from these ancient treasures? What if I told you solar flares can disrupt our lives? Solar flares, bursts of radiation from the sun's surface, can have a serious impact on our technology and systems. These intense eruptions release energy that can damage satellites orbiting Earth, affecting everything from GPS navigation to communication systems. When a solar flare occurs, it sends charged particles racing toward our planet. Upon reaching Earth, these particles can disturb the magnetic field, leading to potential power grid failures and even blackouts. It's a stark reminder of how much we rely on the sun for life and yet face risks from its unpredictable activity. This delicate balance between harnessing solar energy and managing its powerful side shows just how connected our modern lives are to the cosmos. Are we prepared for the next solar storm? Believe it or not, Star Wars debuted on just 32 screens. When the original Star Wars film premiered in 1977, it did so in a rather unconventional way. Instead of flooding theaters nationwide, the strategy was to release it on only 32 screens across the United States. This was a clever move by 20th Century Fox, designed to create buzz and intrigue. As fans flocked to the limited showings, word of mouth began to spread like wildfire. The excitement grew as audiences experienced the groundbreaking special effects and captivating story. Soon, lines formed outside theaters, leading to a surge in ticket sales and a wider release. This slow buildup not only allowed the film to gain an enthusiastic following, but also set it up as a cultural phenomenon that would shape the future of cinema. By the time Star Wars expanded to more theaters, it had already proved itself a must-see movie, ultimately launching one of the most beloved franchises in film history. Can you imagine if it had opened everywhere at once? Can you believe domain names were free until 1995? Back in the early days of the internet, registering a domain name didn't cost a thing. This was because pioneers of the web, like Tim Berners-Lee and others, never imagined the internet would become such a huge part of our lives. The online world was a small, experimental space, and it felt more like an academic project than a business. However, by the mid-1990s, the internet exploded in popularity. As millions of users and companies flocked online, the demand for domain names skyrocketed. This surge of interest led to the introduction of fees for registration, transforming the way people approach the internet. In 1995, the first commercial domain registrar, Network Solutions, began charging fees, and the landscape of the web changed forever. Today, owning a unique domain is essential for businesses, creators, and anyone wanting to claim a piece of online real estate. Isn't it interesting to think about how quickly things evolved? Turns out the truth is that medieval Europeans rarely bathed. In the Middle Ages, many people believed that regular bathing was harmful, so they might only wash once or twice a year. This was a stark difference from the ancient Romans, who took daily baths in public baths, enjoying social gatherings while relaxing in warm water. As a result, medieval folks turned to strong perfumes, scented oils, and pungent herbs to cover up body odors and keep themselves somewhat fresh. They often used linen cloths soaked in fragrant mixtures to help mask any unpleasant smells. Interestingly, some also used animals like cats to groom themselves, believing that their fur could help reduce odors. This bathing aversion persisted despite the knowledge of hygiene, since many thought cleanliness was tied to illness. So while many Romans luxuriated in bathhouses, their medieval counterparts were busy inventing creative ways to stay fresh in a world without regular showers. Did you know wine grapes turned into raisins? In 1942, during World War II, the U.S. War Production Board made a surprising decision. All wine grapes grown in California had to be transformed into raisins. This change came about because raisins were seen as a more valuable food source. Unlike wine, which could spoil, raisins were non-perishable and provided essential nutrients, making them great for soldiers and civilians alike facing food shortages. The dry climate of California made it the perfect place for this shift. Farmers quickly adapted their vineyards, drying the grapes in the sun to produce the tasty, nutritious snacks. This effort not only helped sustain the population during tough times, but also ensured that the agricultural community stayed strong. The unexpected raisin boom was a clever solution and showcased how resourcefulness can thrive even in challenging circumstances. Why exactly does the Eurasian green woodpecker have a long tongue? This remarkable bird, known scientifically as Picus viridis, is famous not just for its vibrant green feathers, but also for its extraordinary feeding technique. Its tongue, which can extend up to 10 centimeters, 3.9 inches, actually wraps around its skull and extends through its nostrils. This unique feature helps the woodpecker reach deep into tree bark and underground nests to extract ants and other tasty insects. Typically standing around 11 to 12 inches, 27 to 30 centimeters tall, the Eurasian green woodpecker is easily recognized by its distinctive laughing call, which can be heard echoing through woodlands. This adaptation highlights how the species has evolved to thrive in its environment, allowing it to effectively hunt for food in places other birds might miss. So the next time you hear that amusing laugh, remember the clever trick behind its long tongue. Believe it or not, names evolve over time. Have you ever wondered how some names seem to change their shape and meaning as years go by? This phenomenon happens for many reasons, like cultural shifts, language development, and historical events. For instance, a name could start out as one thing, but as more people use it and adapt it for their own specific needs, it transforms into something new. Take a look at many city names or brand names. They often have origins that trace back to different languages or significant events. Over time, with regular use and perhaps slight mispronunciations, these names can shift from their original forms into familiar terms we use daily. This fascinating evolution helps demonstrate how dynamic our language is. Each twist and turn tells a story about the people and cultures that interact with those names. So the next time you say or hear a name, think about its journey. What might it have looked like before? How did it get to where it is now? Believe it or not, math can be fun. This character's fascinating love for numbers transforms the way children perceive mathematics. Instead of viewing math as a subject filled with dry equations and tiresome problems, this character brings joy and excitement to the learning process. By incorporating colorful tales from folklore and engaging stories, kids are not only entertained, but also educated. Imagine a world where math feels like an adventure. Through clever games and imaginative narratives, children discover how numbers can solve real-life puzzles, helping them connect math to their everyday experiences. The charm of integrating folklore not only makes the lessons memorable, but also sparks children's imaginations, showing them that math isn't just about rote learning, it's about creativity and critical thinking. This innovative approach encourages a love for learning that lasts a lifetime. So how does this character creatively weave these elements together to change the way we learn and think about math? Guess what really drives your holiday spice cravings? Nutmeg, a popular ingredient in festive dishes, is actually not a nut at all. It comes from the dried seeds of the myristica fragrance tree, which grows in tropical regions. This fascinating spice has a warm, aromatic flavor that enhances everything from pumpkin pie to eggnog. While it seems like a nut, nutmeg is classified as a seed, which means it's part of a different family in the plant kingdom. The myristica fragrance tree produces fruit that resembles apricots, and inside you'll find the precious seeds that become nutmeg. Fully enjoying its flavor, many people also use it in savory dishes and even in some beverages. Adding just a pinch can elevate a recipe, creating that nostalgic holiday warmth we all love. Next time you sprinkle nutmeg into your cooking, remember its true origin. Isn't that awesome? Believe it or not, chilaquiote candy is delicious. This traditional Mexican dessert showcases the wonderful flavors of pumpkin, which is cooked slowly with brown sugar, cinnamon, and sometimes a touch of cloves. The process gives chilaquiote its unique firm texture, ensuring it holds together beautifully during cooking. This delightful treat often appears at celebrations and fairs, where it captures the hearts and taste buds of all who try it. Each bite offers a sweet sensation, enhanced by warm spices that evoke comforting memories of family gatherings and cultural festivities. Pumpkin, a seasonal favorite, becomes a star ingredient in this dessert, allowing it to be enjoyed in a whole new way. With its rich history, chilaquiote embodies the essence of Mexican culinary traditions, making it a cherished staple. Whether you're at a local fair or enjoying a family party, this candy is sure to be a hit. Have you tasted this delightful treat yet? It's a delicious way to celebrate the flavors of Mexico. Did you know vanilla comes from a unique orchid? This delightful flavor, commonly found in ice cream and desserts, originates from the only fruit-producing orchid in the world, called Vanilla planifolia. Native to central Mexico, this fascinating plant requires specific conditions to thrive. It grows as a climbing vine, reaching heights of up to 30 feet. The vanilla flower blooms only for a single day, and pollination must occur quickly, usually with the help of local insects or manual intervention. After pollination, the fruit takes several months to mature into the vanilla beans we know and love. Harvesting is a labor-intensive process, as each bean is hand-picked when ripe and then subjected to a lengthy curing process that can take months. The result? The rich, aromatic quality of vanilla that we savor in so many foods. Isn't it incredible that such a beloved flavor has such a complex journey from flower to dessert? Prepare to be amazed by Hippo's deadly side. While many people might think of hippos as cute, almost cartoon-like animals, the truth is quite shocking. These massive mammals are responsible for around 500 human deaths each year. You may wonder how such seemingly docile creatures could pose a serious threat. The answer lies in their surprising speed and aggressive nature. Hippos can run surprisingly fast on land, reaching speeds of up to 19 miles per hour, even though they spend a lot of time in the water. They are extremely protective of their territory, especially when it comes to their young. If humans venture too close, a hippo may charge, leading to potentially fatal encounters. Their powerful jaws can crush bones with ease, making them one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. So the next time you see a hippo in a video or at a zoo, remember that these gentle giants have a fierce side lurking beneath their surface. Can you believe such a creature can be both adorable and lethal? Here's a wild fact about car racing history. The first car race took place in 1895, and the competitors zoomed along at an incredible top speed of 15 miles per hour, or 24 kilometers per hour. Imagine a time when cars were a new and exciting technology, not much faster than a brisk walking pace. This historic event, known as the Paris-Rouen race, featured just 21 entrants, and while it may seem slow by today's standards, it was a groundbreaking moment for motorsports. This race marked the dawn of a century filled with fierce automotive competition and innovation. Think about all the thrilling change cars have undergone since then. Who would have predicted we'd have races featuring speeds over 200 miles per hour today? From that humble start, car racing evolved into a major sport, captivating millions of fans worldwide. What do you think the future of racing holds? Let's uncover the truth about the flashing tilefish. The Hoplolatus clupa, commonly known as the flashing tilefish, possesses an extraordinary skill. It can rapidly change color thanks to specialized cells called iridophories. This remarkable ability serves two vital roles in the fish's life. First, it helps the tilefish camouflage itself from predators and threats, blending into its surroundings effortlessly. Imagine a vibrant splash of colors, transforming into muted tones in the blink of an eye. Secondly, this color-changing trait facilitates communication among tilefish, allowing them to signal to one another. In the underwater world, vibrant displays can convey moods or mating readiness. Researchers continue to study the flashing tilefish to better understand how they utilize this amazing adaptation. It's a captivating reminder of how creatures adapt to their environment and communicate in ways we might never have imagined. So next time you think about adaptability in nature, consider the flashing tilefish and its colorful talents. Did bluefin tuna really get tossed aside in the US? Until the 1970s, this magnificent fish was considered a trash fish in America. Many people didn't recognize its potential, often discarding it or using it as pet food. Meanwhile, across the ocean in Japan, bluefin tuna was labeled nikomatagi, which means it was so undesirable that even cats wouldn't eat it. Surprisingly, the perception of bluefin tuna changed dramatically over time. By the late 20th century, it emerged as a culinary superstar, highly prized in sushi and sashimi. The Japanese developed techniques to prepare bluefin tuna that highlighted its rich flavor and smooth texture. Today, sushi chefs and seafood lovers around the world celebrate bluefin tuna as a luxurious treat, but its rise to fame reminds us how taste can shift and transform over time. What do you think sparked this change in attitude toward bluefin tuna? This might surprise you. 4,000 planes grounded in one day. On September 11, 2001, a grave crisis unfolded in the United States, and Ben Sliney played a pivotal role in the response. As a newly appointed air traffic controller, he faced an unprecedented challenge on his very first day. When news broke of the terrorist attacks, immediate action was crucial to prevent further disasters. Displaying exceptional leadership and quick thinking, Sliney made the monumental decision to ground all commercial flights across the country. This massive undertaking ensured the safety of countless passengers and crew members, as thousands of planes landed safely at airports. It was a dramatic moment that highlighted the importance of effective communication within the aviation industry during emergencies. Sliny's decisive actions helped maintain order in an otherwise chaotic situation, reminding us how vital swift thinking can be in times of crisis. Why exactly does the smallest shark fascinate us? Discovered in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010, the tiny dwarf lantern shark measures a mere 14 centimeters long, making it the smallest shark in the world. This remarkable creature is not just small, it shines a new light on the incredible diversity of shark species swimming in our oceans. Despite its size, the dwarf lantern shark is a master of camouflage, blending seamlessly with its surroundings. It relies on its bioluminescent capabilities, which help it evade predators and attract prey. This tiny titan demonstrates that size does not always determine power or importance in the animal kingdom. By studying species like the dwarf lantern shark, scientists gain valuable insight into marine ecosystems and the delicate balance of life beneath the waves. Could this little shark hold answers to the mysteries of ocean biodiversity? Surprisingly, it's a fact that hemostats save lives. This vital surgical tool, developed in the 19th century, transformed the way surgeons handle bleeding during operations. Before the invention of the hemostat, managing hemorrhaging was a challenge. Surgeons had to rely on outdated methods like sponges and clamps, which were less effective and time-consuming. The hemostat, featuring a locking clamp design, allows medical professionals to securely grasp blood vessels, significantly reducing blood loss during procedures. This innovation not only improved surgical outcomes, but also made surgery safer for patients. Imagine enduring a major operation without the ability to quickly control bleeding. Yikes! Thanks to the hemostat, doctors now perform surgeries with greater precision and confidence. Without this remarkable tool, many lives would be at risk during surgery. How did we ever manage before this amazing invention? What if I told you lakes can be pink? Lake Hillier in Australia is unlike any other body of water you've ever seen. This stunning lake owes its vibrant pink color to a special type of salt-loving algae called Dunaliella salina. These tiny organisms thrive in the salty conditions of the lake and produce beta-carotene, a bright pigment that gives the water its distinctive rosy hue. What's truly amazing is that this color remains even when the water is bottled, making it a unique visual treat for anyone lucky enough to witness it. Surrounded by lush green forests and white sandy beaches, Lake Hillier has become a hotspot for adventure seekers and photographers alike. Imagine kayaking on its surface or capturing its beauty on camera. This mesmerizing lake is not just a feast for the eyes, but also a fascinating example of how life adapts to extreme environments. Don't you want to see this pink wonder for yourself? Have you ever wondered why zonkies exist? When a zebra and a donkey mate, they create an interesting hybrid called a zonkie. The name might change depending on the parents. If the dad is a zebra and the mom is a donkey, their child is typically called a zonkie. However, if the roles are reversed and the zebra is the mom with the donkey dad, you still end up with a zonkie. This playful mix showcases how different species can come together to create something unique. Zonkies inherit traits from both parents, often displaying a mix of the zebra's stripes and the donkey's sturdy build. This hybrid is usually sterile, meaning they can't reproduce like their parents. While zonkies are not as common as other animal hybrids, they do attract attention for their unusual appearance and fun name. So next time you see a zonkie, you'll appreciate the fascinating bridge between species that brought them to life. Did you know flamingos eat with their heads upside down? This quirky behavior is thanks to their unique beak structure, which is specially designed for filtering food from the water. Flamingos have long, narrow bills that are bent downwards, allowing them to sweep through muddy waters and trap tiny organisms like algae, crustaceans, and other small invertebrates. When feeding, they plunge their heads into the water with their bills open, creating suction that helps them collect food. As they do this, their feet help stir up the sediments to make for easier dining. This upside-down technique may look funny, but it's incredibly effective for these birds. Additionally, the pink color of flamingos is influenced by their diet. The more carotenoids they consume from their food, the pinker they become. Isn't it fascinating how such a simple act of eating can reveal so much about an animal's adaptation and survival? Next time you see a flamingo, take a moment to appreciate the incredible design of its beak and the quirky feeding technique that makes it so special. This might surprise you. Louie Louie was never banned. Many people believe that the US government put a stop to the funky classic Louie Louie because of its supposed obscenity. In the 1960s, the FBI took a closer look at the song, suspecting that the lyrics might contain indecent content. However, after a thorough investigation, they found no evidence to support this claim. The truth is, the lyrics were actually pretty innocent, but the poor recording quality made them hard to understand. Despite this, some radio stations decided to temporarily pull the song from their playlists because of complaints from parents. So, even though the myth of the ban has persisted over the years, the reality is that you can still enjoy Louie Louie without worrying about any restrictions. What do you think made this catchy tune so controversial? You won't believe this about prime numbers. As of October 2024, the largest known prime number is truly astounding, boasting over 41 million digits. This enormous number was discovered through a collaborative effort known as the Great Internet Mersenne Prime Search, GIMPS, where math enthusiasts from around the world help find ever larger prime numbers. But there's more than just curiosity at play. GIMPS offers a monetary reward of over $3,000 for anyone who stumbles upon a new prime number, making the search exciting and competitive. Prime numbers are fascinating because they can only be divided by one in themselves, making them the building blocks of mathematics. Their applications stretch from encryption and computer security to patterns in nature. As we continue this thrilling quest for new primes, who knows what extraordinary numbers await discovery? What will the next prime number look like? Have you ever smelled an old book? The unique scent of aged books is captivating and tied to a fascinating chemical process. When paper and ink age, they undergo decomposition, releasing volatile organic compounds. These compounds result from the breakdown of cellulose, lignin, and other materials found in paper. As the pages age, they emit a combination of aromatic hydrocarbons and alcohols, which create that nostalgic smell many readers adore. Factors like temperature, humidity, and light exposure can accelerate this process, intensifying the aroma over time. Interestingly, this scent can evoke powerful memories and emotions, making it a treasured part of the reading experience. Book lovers often describe it as a cozy, comforting fragrance that transports them back to their favorite literary moments. So the next time you browse a library or a used bookstore, take a moment to inhale deeply and appreciate the story behind that enchanting smell. It's more than just paper. It's a dialogue between time and memory. What if I told you about dust mites in your bed? You might be surprised to learn that your cozy sleeping spot can host as many as 10 million of these tiny creatures. Dust mites are microscopic mites that love to thrive in warm, humid environments, making your bed an ideal home. These little critters feast on the dead skin cells we shed every day, contributing to the vast amount of dust that can linger in our bedrooms. Most people don't even realize they're sharing their sleeping space with these unwelcome guests. While dust mites themselves are harmless, their droppings and body fragments can trigger allergies and asthma in sensitive individuals. Regular cleaning and washing of bed linens can help reduce their population. So, what are you waiting for? Give your bed a little extra care and keep it dust mite free. Prepare to be amazed by school dress codes. In many U.S. schools, strict dress codes are in place that ban students from wearing casual items like hoodies and hats. This approach focuses on creating a professional learning environment, but it can sometimes lead to frustration among students. In contrast, schools in other countries often embrace a more relaxed attitude towards attire. For example, in some parts of Europe, students wear what they feel comfortable in, including jeans and sporty shoes. This difference sparks an interesting debate. Do strict dress codes help students focus better, or do they stifle individuality? While some argue that uniforms or specific dress codes promote discipline and unity, others believe that allowing personal expression through clothing enhances creativity and self-confidence. Which style do you think works best for learning environments? Ever seen a chicken dance with its head still? This amazing ability is one of nature's clever tricks. Chickens can move their bodies in all directions without moving their heads, resembling an internal stabilizer. Imagine strutting around while keeping your eyes fixed on your favorite treat. This unique physical feature helps them stay focused on their surroundings, making it easier to spot predators or tasty morsels. When they walk, jump, or turn, their heads remain steady, allowing them to maintain their balance and coordination. By keeping their vision steady, they can quickly react to changes in their environment, which is crucial for survival. Next time you watch a chicken pecking at the ground or scratching about, pay close attention. Are they moving smoothly and confidently while keeping their gaze locked? In a world full of distractions, we can learn a thing or two from our feathered friends about staying focused and being aware of our surroundings.